Welcome back. Glad to see you all here to run through some multiple choice questions on cost recovery. Starting off, we've got a taxpayer. This taxpayer purchased 5 acres of land for $20,000 and placed in service other tangible business assets that cost $100,000. Disregarding business income limitations and assuming that the annual Section 179 limit is $108,000, what a maximum amount of cost recovery can the taxpayer claim this year? Let's remind ourselves that this amount it changes year to year, and we have this in our resources. So make sure you're taking a look and memorizing the amount for the particular year that you are seeing this on the exam. But in this case, we are being given it here. It's $108,000. And how are we going to approach this question? So remember, what is Section 179? It's the ability to take this full deduction in the current year. So we purchased $20,000 and placed in service other tangible business assets. That's important because if it was intangible, well, guess what? It wouldn't really apply here, would it? Section 179, this is depreciable business assets. Just different tricks to keep in mind because then we would ignore it. So first off, we've got a full amount of $100,000. Why are we ignoring the 20? Because guess what? It's depreciable. Land is non-depreciable. We're going to ignore that. Total distractor. So now that we've expertly avoided any traps here, our limit is $108,000, but we don't even get close to that. Well, we do get close to that limit, but we're not at that limit because we're only at $100,000. So in this case, we are going to be able to deduct $100,000. Now, you may ask what happens when we get to the 108. Then we start to get it disallowed, just as we saw throughout our lesson. In this case, final answer is going to be just that $100,000. That's it. Moving on here, we see on January 1, Fast Inc. entered into a covenant not to compete with Swift Inc. for a period of 5 years, with an option by Swift to extend it for 7 years. Now, what's the amortization period of the covenant for tax purposes? We remember what we saw. It could be, an incredibly crazy amount of things. Oh, they period to extend, an option to do this, and we might want to extend it, and just it could be an incredibly complex contract. But intangible assets, simply put, the amortization period of them, and what is a covenant not to compete? That's an intangible asset, just like customer lists and goodwill, any of that. Guess what? That's going to be 15 years. Simple memorization. Make sure you got that down. Don't fall for any of the tricks. They could throw at you a bunch of different lines about how trying to get you to say it should be not 15, it should be extended, or it should be less than that, or it only lasted for 1 year, and we had this covenant, but we broke it after a year, right? It's still going to be 15 years. That's our answer. That's it. Keep powering through the questions. Do your best. Study up. You got this. Take a breather. This is a marathon, not a sprint, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey there! Are you ready to not only pass your CPA exams, but truly understand and enjoy the material while studying? I know it seems impossible, right? Especially to enjoy the material? We'll do it together. Tap into the power of CPA.examprep.ai, where we've got personalized quizzes, multiple choice questions, memorization guides, flashcards, simulations, all tailored to your learning. Our adaptive study planning puts you on the fastest path to success and lifts you back up if you fall behind. Avoid wasting your precious time and money attempting an exam with a low chance of passing, because who wants that? We want to get you through this process as quick as possible. Our exam readiness prediction lets you walk in with confidence, knowing that you're prepared for success on exam day. Thankfully, there's no payment method needed to get started, so why don't you come join us? Visit cpa.examprep.ai and let's achieve your exam success together.